Thor, son of Asgard, number 4. Thor, the Prince of Asgard. Welcome to A Tale of Asgard. Thor, the Prince of Asgard, is a brash and impetuous youth, never one to consider who he is or what he has. Thor's mind is always on who he will one day be and what the future holds for him. He feels he lives in the shadow of his father, Odin, ruler of all Asgard, and he hopes he can escape from Odin's shadow through noble deeds and valiant acts. In order to please his father and hopefully prove his worth, Thor has agreed to undertake a quest on Odin's behalf. He and his two friends, Balder and Sif, must travel Asgard in search of 4 mystic elements, which Odin hopes to forge into an enchanted sword. However, this impulsive decision does not sit well with Balder or Sif, as Thor has accepted the mission without consulting them first. Their first task is to obtain a scale from the hide of the dragon Hakurai. Thor, along with the reluctant Balder and Sif, travels to Nastrand in hopes of quietly seeking into Hakurai's lair to obtain a shed piece of the dragon's hide without incident. However, much to their surprise, they find the huge white dragon laying in wait for them. After a vicious battle, the teen trio was able to ultimately defeat Hakurai and escape unharmed with one of his scales, but not without further damaging the group's already fragile morale. The disgruntled youths then traveled north to the snowy mountains of Niflheim for their second task, where they were to pluck a feather from the wing of the snow eagle Nori. On the path up to Nori's mountain, Eri, the three were attacked by ice pixies. Thor, Balder, and Sif stood their ground on this frozen trail and emerged victorious thanks to Sif's keen eye and strategic thinking. Nori descended from his perch to check on the young Asgardians and congratulate them on their victory. Despite Thor's accusations, they discovered that the ice pixies were not of Nori's making. They obtain the snow eagle's feather and complete their task, but are now burdened with suspicions that evil forces may be trying to stand in the way of completing their quest. This is wonderful. I would have no objections to resting here for a few days. You've changed your tune rather quickly, eh, Sif? Where's the disgruntled girl who's done nothing but complain about my impulsiveness and dragging her on this quest? Were you referring to Sif the Singed or Sif the Snowy? I'm sure they'll be back in some form or other as we continue on, but for the moment, Sif the Sunbather is enjoying herself here. And speaking of baths, it's been days since any of us have taken one. You both smell as if you've been cleaning the stables of Odin's steeds. Well, there's no reason not to take advantage of this beautiful pool, so I'll jump in and bathe first. I'll bathe alone while you two hunt for firewood and for tonight's dinner. The forest is that way. Get going. And no peeking. Well, this is an unexpected but pleasant development. A situation such as this certainly gets the imagination run wild. There's nothing I like more than to teach her a lesson, but the possibilities for mischief here are just too good to pass up. But rather than tip my hand too soon, I'll let my witless brother play the buffoon. Help! Sif? If you're not Sif, I'm... Well, Thor, how dare you? Splish. Why, I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised? I knew Balder would be respectful enough to keep his distance, but you? You have my sincere apologies, Sif. I heard a scream and thought you were in danger. I ran back to help, but... Is that what you say to all the maidens? I think we can be fairly certain Balder will stay away until I call for him. Maybe we can take advantage of our time alone here together to practice the new grappling moves Hogan has begun demonstrating back at the castle. Ha! Hiya! Whomp! Swipe! Thump! Ha 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 ha! Thor, Sif, I heard the sounds of a struggle. Are you... Fairly certain Balder will stay away until you call for him, eh? Ha 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 ha. What happened? Why are you two lying there like that? Have I missed something here? Oh yes, Balder, you quite missed the show. The evil eye, just Did you do, Thor? Unbelievable. Is there nothing I can do to weaken the bonds of friendship these three share? Well, 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 what have we here? Looks like I'm not the only one following young Thor's grand adventure. Odin's other son has come out to play as well. It appears I now have an unwitting ally in this game. Next afternoon. Once we reach the end of the forest, we should find ourselves at the dunes of Janai. And we have to cross the dunes to reach the mines? There's no other way. Well, I guess this is where I now become Sif the Sandy. Don't worry, maybe we can find another pool later where you can wash the sand off. Swack. That's enough of that, Thor. Enough of what? Care to share, my friends? Oh, it's nothing, Balder. Really? Why not tell me and let me be the judge of that? Don't mind him, Balder. Thor needs to learn to keep his mouth shut. Let's just keep going. Fine, keep your secrets to yourself. Look, see there in the distance? That must be the entrance to the mines of Genia. It's not so far after all. Good, let's take a quick break and then be on our way. This might be the first time neither of you has complained about a task on this quest. The day is still young, Thor. Later. The mines of Genia, the very place where the famed jewels come from. Every girl in Asgard dreams of the day when she'll receive a ring or necklace made from Genia jewels. Even I long for the day when... What? Help! Thor, Balder, please help! Sif! 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 Hold on, Sif, I'm coming! Thor, calm down. It's no use. Digging into these sands will amount to nothing. Tell me what you saw. She was explaining how she's always wanted one of the jewels, and the sands just swallowed her up. Why are we talking about this? We are wasting time. Please, Thor, just hold on a moment. Cooler heads will always... No! Let her go. I will bring the heavens down if she's been harmed. Thwomp, thwomp, thwomp. No! Thor and Sif both swallowed by these sands. But why and to what end? What could they survive? If so, where are they? What are they doing, alone together? Do my eyes deceive me? Thor, Sif, and Balder, all eaten alive by the sands here? Could this truly be the last I will ever see of my hated brother? His demise did not come by my hand, but it is no less an occasion to rejoice. Oh no, not me, I've done nothing! Where am I? By Odin's beard. Sif, Balder, you vile little creatures, what have you done to them? Away, you filthy pests! What in... Yarg! Away, leave me be! Off with you, Thor! Calm yourselves. That's the key to getting them off you. Help! I don't think these creatures mean you harm. They're the Genia. I think they're simply responding to your emotions by trying to feed off them. Your anger, Thor, and your fear, Sif, are what they are drawn to. Try to relax, rid yourselves of emotions, and they should leave you alone. Trust me. Thor, do as Balder says. Calm yourself. Hide your anger. Please. For me. Oh, Thor, be careful. Relief, elation, and love are powerful emotions as well, which the Genia can also feed on. Come on, let's leave this place behind. Wait. We can't leave without the very thing we came for. Your powers of observation are the best in all Asgard, Balder. You were able to figure out the truth about the Genia from simply watching us vanish? It wasn't so much your disappearing as it was remembering what you said and did just before you were swallowed. Sif expressed desire for a jewel of her own, and your anger ran unchecked after she was swallowed, Thor. Desire and anger are two of the strongest emotions we know. Thinking back, I remember hearing rumors of the jewel's power as a child. They said to possess too many is to lose much more. I also remember the stories, and it all added up. It was emotion that they spoke of losing, as the jewels would suck it from you. And it must be for that reason that Odin needs a Genia jewel. He said he needed the jewel to provide balance to the sword he wishes to forge. But not to simply balance the blade, to also balance the bearer. And the Genia who attacked us feed on our emotions in order to protect their jewels? In a manner of speaking, yes, but the Genia are the jewels, or at least become them. I think that the jewels are actually the hardened hearts of Genia who have passed on. Their now emotionless souls are captured in the jewels. Now it's all off to Lilitha for the last of Odin's elements. Thank you, Baldur. Smooch. You used your mind to triumph where a muscle could not, a trait of a true warrior. What emotion do you think is the most powerful, love? Love? Possibly. But let's not forget love's opposite. Hatred is an equally strong emotion. Too true, Thor. Anyone who enters these sands with hate in their heart is surely doomed to a fate most unkind. Where? Hello? Is anyone there? Where am I? What's going on here? Glad to see you're finally awake, Loki, my dear boy. I was beginning to think you would never wake up, and that I had saved you from the Genia for naught. You? Carnilla.